Now Adams in the corner. She gets it down in the post. That's Hobson. Hobson thought about it. Now back to Adams. Adams looking. She gets into the lane. Left hand drop off to Francis, just right over Francis's head. That's turnover number 2 for Adams. It's going to be Harbor. She takes it out for this Griffins team. Now into White's hands. Back over to Harbor. Harbor working against this Beaver 1-2-2 press. They try to get into the middle. They do to Venegas. Tipped around. Harbor gets it. Now she throws it away to Duncan. No, Duncan can't keep control. White has it on the left side. She's going to go to work. Swings it over to the right. Wing, three-pointer up. No good. That's an air ball out of Stafford's hand. Out of bounds. Going to remain Griffin ball. Venegas going to take it out for Fontbonne. The Griffins were in a box set. They get it in. No, tipped around. It's going to be Francis with the steal there. Now Adams running the point. She's surveying the court. She gets it over to Hobson. Hobson on the left wing. She's going to take the left wing three up. She airballs, and a rebound there from Harbor. Harbor going the other way. She averages 7.4 points a game. She skips it up to White. White has it on the block. Now out to Stafford. Stafford three up and no good. It's going to be out of bounds. Beaver ball. The Griffins going to be in their 1-2-2 press as well. The Beavers get it in. It's going to be Harris. Over to Adams on the left side. She's looking. She gets it across the timeline to Hobson on the left wing. Skip pass over to Harris, right wing. She's not going to take the shot. Gets it to Francis. Good ball movement for the Beavers. Can't finish there from Duncan. She gets her own rebound and finishes it off. Great ball movement there for the Beavers. Getting a cutting Duncan. She misses the first opportunity. Takes advantage of the second. 2-0 Beaver lead. Here's Harbor. She tries to get a pass off. Harris tips it. Now Francis is going to come away with the steal. She's looking. Gets it to Harris. Harris across the half-court line. Skips it over to Adams. Adams left corner. Three up. No good. Misses short. Rebound there for Venegas. She's going to go with pace. Now it's White. White on the left side. She's going to try to get into the paint. She's passed out to Venegas. Now Stafford. That's her third three of the day. She can't hit it. Rebound. Bouncing around. Francis grabs it. And the Beavers are going the other way. 2-0, 7:40 remaining in this first quarter. Now Adams has it. They're going to get a set play going here. 19 on the shot clock. They get it to Duncan. Duncan, top of the key. She comes off a Hobson screen. Great pass there to Francis. Good finish there. And the Beavers now out to a 4-0 lead. We're going to have a 30-second timeout from the Griffins. We'll be back after the break. We're back here, more first quarter action. Beavers have the 4-0 lead, 7:23 remaining here in this first quarter. Let's see what the Griffins have drawn up out of that timeout. It's going to be Stafford. She swings it over to White. White has it back to Stafford. White averages 15.8 points a game. She's got it at the top of the key. Back over to Stafford, left wing. She's looking, surveying the court. We have a sub that checked in. That's Pickett. Pickett now back over to White. White trying to get into the corner, tipped away by Duncan, and the Griffins are going to keep possession with 14 on the shot clock. It's going to be Venegas. She's going to inbound it, and she gets it into White. White swings over to Pickett. Pickett's got it. That's Harbor, right wing. They get it down into Venegas. Venegas about 10 feet from the basket. She's going to go up for the layup. Can't make that. Rebound, Francis. It's tipped out of her hands by Venegas. We have a tie up there. It's going to stay Fontbonne ball. 20 seconds on the shot clock here. It's going to be Stafford inbounding for the Griffins. They have a 4-low set here. 2 on the block, 2 in the corners. They get it in. That's going to be White. White swings it to Harbor. Harbor wide open three, top of the key, up and good. Cuts the lead for the Beavers down to 1. This Fontbonne team can shoot the three ball. They shoot 28% from there. It's Harris. Harris tries to get it in the middle, stolen away by Stafford. Stafford going to go the other way. She's got it top of the key, slowing things down. Harbor, right wing. Now it's Pickett in the corner. Harbor back over to Stafford. Stafford over to White. White has it on the left wing. She's surveying the court. Skip pass over to Harbor. Harbor right wing. She just knocked one down. She can't do it again. Rebound there from White, though, from Fontbonne. Now Stafford. Stafford finds Venegas. Top of the key. 3. No good. Back iron. Rebound there from Francis. And the Beavers are going the other way. 6:15 remaining here in this first quarter. Harris, she crosses over on White. She's going to get into the lane. Euro step, floater, up, no good. Back iron. Rebound there, Venegas. Now we're going to have a tie-up between Francis and Venegas. It's going to be Beaver ball. This Fontbonne team averages 66.8 points per game. Here's Duncan. She's going to inbound it. The Beavers in a box set on this blob here. They get it into Francis. Francis on the block. She finds a cutting Hobson. No, it's going to be tipped out of bounds. It's going to be White that got a hand on it off of Hobson's hand and out of bounds. It's going to go the other way. Here's Harbor. She has it. Back over to White. White to Harbor on the right side. She's going to get it across the timeline. Now it's in the corner to Pickett. Pickett back to Harbor, right wing. Into the middle. That's Venegas. Venegas finds Pickett in the corner. Three-pointer up. Misses long. Rebound there from White. She kicks it out to Venegas. Venegas left wing 3. She takes it. No good. Tipped around, and Hobson gets the rebound. Fontbonne's not afraid to shoot that 3 ball. Here's Harris. She has it on the left sideline. Let's see what she's going to do here against Harbor. Thought about the step back 3. Doesn't take it. Now it's Adams, top of the key, guarded by Stafford. She comes off a Hobson screen. Tries to go behind the back. Nothing there. Now she finds a cutting Hobson. We're going to have a traveling violation on Hobson there. She just took a couple steps before she put the ball on the ground there. It's going to be White. She gets it into Harbor. White running up point guard duties here for Fontbonne, and she's going to bring it across the timeline. She kicks it over to Stafford, left wing. She thought about the 3. She's taken a couple already. Swings it over to Harbor. Harbor down to Venegas. Venegas thought about the layup, throws it out of bounds. They're trying to find Pickett in the corner, and it's going to be Beaver ball. We're just 5 minutes in. Beavers lead 4-3. Here's Adams. She has it. She's working against this zone press of Fontbonne. She tries to skip to Duncan. They get it over Pickett. Hobson left corner, 3 up, no good. Off the iron, tipped by Venegas, and White comes down with it. She's going the other way. Good defense there from Duncan. Skip pass to Venegas. Venegas thought about the 3 from the left wing. Now it's White. She takes the top of the key. 3 up and good. 6-4, Griffins lead. Now it's Adams. She's going to run the point here. She gets it across half court. Skip pass tipped out of bounds by White. And the Beavers are going to keep possession with 19 on the shot clock. Francis taking a seat. Riley checking in. Here's Duncan. She's set to inbound it. She gets into Harris. Harris left wing. 3-pointer up and no good. Rattles out, and that's White with the rebound. Here she comes going the other way. Hobson tips it. Riley comes away with the steal. Here comes Adams. We're going to have a sub at the next dead ball. Adams has it. She's working against White. She gets into the lane. She kicks out to Hobson. Hobson finds Riley. Riley going to get in. Now Duncan. She's going to take the right corner 3. No good. Rebound there for White. She gets it over to Pickett. Pickett now going to run the point with pace on down the left sideline. Now she slows things down. She gets it to Venegas. Venegas to White. Now over to Stafford. Stafford will shoot the 3 from the right wing, but she swings over to Pickett. Now Pickett over to White. Here's Stafford wide open from the corner. She gets it to go home. That's her first bucket of the day. 9-4 lead for the Griffins. We're going to have a 30-second timeout for the Beavers, and we'll be back after the break. Duncan set to inbound it for the Beavers. They trail 9-4. They got out to a 4-2 lead, and then the Griffins hit 3 threes on their run. Here's Davis. She's working against Stafford. 9-4 lead for the Griffins. The Griffins in a 2-3 zone. It's Davis. Davis comes off a Hobson screen. This is her first action of the day. Now Harris, she's on the baseline. She's going to go to work in the short corner. She drives, kicks it out to Davis, top of the key. She thought about it, swings it over to Harris. No, tipped out of bounds by Harbor. Good defense there for the Griffins. It's going to be Duncan inbounding it. They get it over to Davis. Davis, three-pointer left side, gets it to go home as the shot clock expires. We also had a sub for Fontbonne at that break. That's Lauren Smith. She checks into the game, averaging 4 points a game. Here's Harbor. She's working against Davis. The Beavers now in a man-to-man defense. Swings it to the corner. That's Smith. She's working on Riley. Backdoor cut from Stafford. Great pass there from Smith. She gets it to go, and she's got 5. 11-7 lead here for Fontbonne. Hobson left side. She's got it on the wing. She's surveying the court. Skip pass over to Harris. Harris right side. Fontbonne still in this 2-3 zone. She gets into the middle. Euro step. Can't get it to go home. Rebound tipped around, and Stafford comes down with it. Corner 3 from Venegas. She gets it to go home. Great assist there from Stafford. Finding the open shooter in the corner, and Venegas knocks it down. That's her second of the day. Here's Davis working against this 2-3 press. They're going to get some offense set up here. Let's see what the Beavers have drawn up. It's Davis over to Harris, right side. She's looking. Stafford on her. They try to get in the middle. Tipped away by Stafford. Harbor comes up with the steal. Back to Stafford, left side, left-hand layup. She's going to be fouled, and she takes a hard hit to the floor. Foul on Duncan there. She's going to go to the line to shoot, too. Tough play there from Stafford. Hard contact. And she is going to go to the line. It's going to be White checking in for Harbor. Box is going to check in. Harris is going to take a seat. 14-7 ball game. The Griffins lead with 1:56 remaining in this first quarter. First free throw up from Stafford. She can't get it to roll. Second free throw up and no good. In and out there. Riley with the rebound. The Griffins only shooting 68% from the free throw line. Here's Davis. She's got it guarded closely by Stafford. We're going to have a foul on Stafford right there. It's going to be Beavers ball on the sideline. That's going to be her first of the day. 1:45 remaining here in this first quarter. And Davis has it. She gets it into the wing. That's Box. Box has it. She's looking. They're still working against the 2-3 zone. Box trying to find a middle. She's got a count on her. Now Hobson. She's in the corner. Davis. She's going to drive down the middle of the lane. We're going to have an offensive foul on Davis. Big play there for Venegas and the Griffins. We're going to have a sub. It's Francis. She checks in for Hobson. White's got it. She gets it into Stafford. Stafford going to run the point here on this possession. We've seen White and Stafford both run the point. She gets over to White. White going to drive down the left side. Now she crosses over at the free throw line. She swings it over to Harbor. Excuse me, that's Pickett. Pickett to White. White thought about the left wing 3. Now she's going to come off a, no, she denies a Smith screen. She gets in the lane. We're going to have a foul on Francis there. It's going to be on the ground. The hands. They get Francis with the hands there. And it's going to be a Fontbonne ball out of bounds underneath with 20 on the shot clock. 1:10 left in this first quarter. Venegas gets it into Stafford. Stafford right corner 3 blocked there from Duncan. And Francis comes down with it. Davis down the right sideline. She skips over to Riley. Riley going to get into the lane. She's going to go up and she gets it to go. 14-9. Here's White with 54 on the game clock. She gets it across half court. Now it's over to Venegas. Venegas into Pickett's hands. Pickett back to Venegas. Smith set the screen for Venegas. Wide open 3 from the top of the key. She gets it to rattle home. 17-9 with 40 left in this first quarter. It's Duncan in the middle. She finds Box right wing. She can shoot it, and she gets the front iron. Can't get it to roll. Duncan with the offensive board. She's looking. She surveys, finds box. Now box over to Davis. Davis over to Riley on the left side. Now Francis in the middle court. She takes a dribble, goes up with the right hook, can't get it to go. White has it. She's going the other way. It's 15 on the game clock. Now it's White, left wing. She has it. Venegas, top of the key. They're going to settle for one last shot. 8, 7, 6. They're looking for Stafford. They get it to her. She's going to drive. 15-footer. She's going to take it with 3 on the shot game clock. Grabbed by Smith. Offensive rebound. She gets it to go and gets the foul with .2 on the game clock. They're going to get Francis with that. That's going to be her second. Stafford's going to take a seat. Harbor checking in with .2 seconds left on the game clock. And Smith going to the line to shoot 1. Free throw is up and good. So it's 20-9, and that's likely to be the final score after the first quarter. Beavers trail 20-9. We'll be back after the break. Fontbonne going to start with the ball here in this second quarter. They attempted 13 threes there in that first quarter. They were 5 for 13. It's going to be Smith. She has it. Looking for Stafford. She doesn't get her, but that's Harbor. She's going to drive down the middle of the lane. Kicks it out to Stafford. Stafford, that's a deep 2 from the corner. She gets it to go, and that's 7 points for her. She had 5 in that first quarter. Here's Davis running a point for the Beavers. Venegas led the scoring there in the first quarter for the Griffins. Now Davis, she's going to shoot the top of the key 3. She gets it to go home. And she's got 6. Here's Harbor. She gets it across half court. Not a lot of pressure now for the Beavers. Now it's Davis guarding White. Smith has it. She's got it about 18 foot. She tries to find a cutting. Stafford, she does. Stafford's going to the ground. It looks like we're going to have a foul. Looks like they're going to get Adams on the foul there. It's going to be Griffin's ball underneath. Stafford there with a nice cut. They try to find her. Adams with a little push in the back, which knocked the ball loose. It's going to be Venegas. She throws it in. It's Griffin. Excuse me, that's Stafford. Stafford gets it to White. White has it, top of the key. Griffins have the ball. Smith has it. She's on the left wing. She's trying to find a cutting Venegas. Can't get it to her, but White on the dribble handoff. She gets to the right block, spins middle. She can't get it to go home. That's a rebound there from Hobson. Hobson gets it to Davis. Davis up to Harris on the left side. She's going to attack with it behind the back. Kicks it out to Davis. Davis thought about the 3. Now it's Hobson on the left block. She gets it to go, and it's 22-4. Beavers cutting into that deficit of the Griffins. It's Harbor. She has it. Finds Smith, top of the key. Harbor cuts down the lane. They find her. Harbor stuck in trouble on the baseline. They're going to have a foul on Adams. Looks like they're going to go with the body there. It's going to be Duncan set to check in for the Beavers. She's going to take Adams out of the game as she just picked up her second foul. Here's Venegas set to check in for the Griffins. She's looking. She finds Stafford on the right wing. Now back to Venegas in the corner. Thought about the three. She's not going to take it. Now she's dribbling back up to the right wing. Tries to find Smith down on the block. Pass was a little low there, and Smith couldn't handle it. Beaver ball after the turnover. Here's Davis. She has it working against this 2-1-2 press of Fontbonne. They get it into Harris's hand. Harris crosses over. She's at the top of the key. Over to Davis. Now Hobson in the corner. They find Riley at the free throw line. She's going to attack. Finds Duncan. Duncan dribbles to the corner. Then back to Hobson. Back to Duncan in the corner. Hobson left wing. Now Davis top of the key. It's going to be Harris right wing. Riley in the corner. Tipped out of bounds there from Stafford. 7 on the shot clock. We're going to have subs. It's going to be Pickett. She's going to check into the game. Smith is going to take a seat. We've only seen 6 players so far for this Griffins team. It's going to be Duncan inbounding. She's looking. 7 on the shot clock. She gets it into Davis. It's tipped out of bounds off of Davis. And Fontbonne's going to get possession. It's going to be Stafford. She gets it into White. White now to Venegas. Venegas going to run the point. They get it to Pickett. Pickett on the right side. She's surveying the court. Now they get it to White. White's top of the key. She drives left one-on-one against Davis. They're going to have a reach-in foul on Davis there. And the Griffins are going to have it on the baseline. That's going to be her second of the game. Couple Beavers in foul trouble. Venegas sets it, inbound it. She's looking, surveying, finds White. White to Pickett. Pickett, 16-footer, can't get to go home. Tipped out of bounds off Harris. Going to remain Griffin ball. Davis going to take a seat. Venegas has it. She's got it on the baseline, set to inbound it. She gets Stafford on the left wing. She comes off a Smith screen. Excuse me, that's White. Now Pickett in the corner. Pickett over to Harbor. Harbor over to Venegas. Venegas has it on the left side. They have a 5-out set now. 9, 8, 7 on the shot clock. It's going to be White. Corner 3, no good. Misses long. That's a rebound for Harris, and the Beavers going the other way. She gets it across the timeline. Crosses over again. She's in the lane. Finds Riley. Riley going to go down the left side. She can't get the layup to go, and it's Venegas with the rebound. She's going to push it down the right sideline. Skip pass over to Stafford. Left wing 3, no good. Harris fouls her on the shot, so Stafford's going to go to the line to shoot 3. Stafford's first free throw, can't get it to go. She's 0 for 3 from the line today. Second free throw up, and she gets it to go. Free throw up for Stafford. She gets it to go. She's 2 for 3 on that trip to the line, and the Beavers are going to go the other way, trailing by 10 with 7 left in the half. It's going to be Riley. She has it. She's looking to get out of a trap. She gets it to Duncan. Duncan to Harris. Harris is going to work with it at the top of the key. She's working against Stafford. She's going to go to work. 15, 14 on the shot clock. She's going to have the step back 3 from the top of the key. No good. Duncan with the rebound. She gets it to go, and it's an 8-point game. Here's Venegas. She has it. She's going to run the point. She swings it over to Pickett. Pickett's got it out at the volleyball line. Now she gets it into White. White has it. She's looking. We're going to have a illegal screen there. I think they're going to pick up Pickett on an illegal screen. Yep, they're going to get number 22. That's going to be Riley Pickett with the illegal screen. That's going to be her first personal of the game. Harris has it running the point, and the Griffins are back in the zone. After the Beavers got it across, they flipped over to man. Now it's going to be box, right wing, 3, no good. Misses long. Rebound there for Harbor. Almost a travel there. She kept her footing, and Pickett has it. Now over to Venegas on the left side. She gets it across half court. She swings Pickett through. Now she drives right, looking for the dribble handoff. She gets it to Harbor. Harbor down the baseline to Pickett in the corner. Pickett thought about it. Now she's going baseline. 15-footer thought about it from White. Now it's going to be Stafford. Stafford left wing, 3, no good off the rim. And rebound there for box. Here come the Beavers. Working against Stafford. She comes off a Hobson screen. Stafford hits the floor hard there. And It's going to be Duncan driving down. She's going to be fouled. No, they're going to go with the travel there. No basket. They're going to get Duncan with the travel. It's going to be White inbounding it. They get it into Harbor. Harbor going to come across half court. Coach Daniel Johnson not happy about that call. Here comes White. White drives. She's past box. She goes up. No good. We're going to have a foul on the call. They're going to get the foul on Duncan right there. That's going to be her second of the game. And White's going to go to the line. She's going to shoot two. We're going to have a sub for the Beavers. That's going to be Riley Freeman. This is going to be her first action of the day. And it's going to be Duncan taking a seat after she picked up her second personal. It's White at the free throw line, shooting two. First one, she gets it to rattle home. That extends the lead to 9, 25-16. Second free throw up and good for White there. 10-point lead now for the Griffins. Here comes Harris. She's working against the Griffins press. She gets it down the sideline. Now it's Riley Freeman with it. Freeman swings it over to Harris. Harris, right wing. She drives down the baseline. She gets the shot up. We're going to have a blocking foul there on the Griffins. She's going to go to the line to shoot two. They're going to get Stafford there with that foul. That's her second. Harris at the line. She averages 13.5 points per game. She's just a junior out of Springfield, Illinois. She gets her first to go. Second free throw up and good, and she's shooting over 70% from the free throw line. 8-point game, 5:12 remaining here in this half. It's going to be White with it. White's going to work against Box. They get it to Venegas. Venegas guarded by Hobson. Now White, left wing. She comes off of Venegas' screen into the lane. She's going to get to the right hand. She goes up and gets it to go. Here's Freeman. She's running the point for the Beavers. She gets it to Harris on the right sideline. Now Box. Box to Hobson. Left wing three. Up. No good. Misses front iron. Rebound there from Riley. Riley to Box. Box has it. She's looking. 20 on the shot clock. Now it's Hobson on the block. Box over on the left wing. She's dribbling to the top of the key. Now swings it over to Harris. Harris right wing three. No good. Rebound there from Freeman. Freeman finds Hobson on the block. She gets it to go. We have an 8-point ball game again. Here's White running the point here. Gets it across at Stafford. Stafford over to Pickett. Pickett going to work. Now she finds Stafford top of the key. Good defense from Harris. Kicks out to the corner. That's Harbor. Three from the corner. She airballs it. That's Box with the rebound. The momentum switching a little bit into the Beavers' side. She drives. That's going to be Freeman. Freeman has it. They're going to slow it down. Harris with it. She's got it on the left wing. Looks like she's going to come off a screen from Hobson. Now she drives right. Gets in the lane. Kicks it out to Riley. Riley, corner three. She can't get it to rattle home. Hits every part of the rim. Just can't get it to fall. And the rebound, Venegas. She's going to go the other way. Here's White. White going to go to work against Box. Crossover. Kicks out to Pickett. Pickett three from the left side. No good. Rebound there from Freeman. Freeman has it. She gets it to Box. Box going to push. She gives it to Harris. Harris has it on the right side. Now Riley. Riley to Box in the corner. Box going to drive baseline. She's double teamed. We're going to have a tie up there. And it's going to remain Beaver ball. We're going to have a sub for the Griffins. That's going to be Lauren Smith. She checks in. She's got 3 points on the day. She ended that first quarter with the and one. Big momentum switch for the Griffins. Here's Box. She's set to inbound it. They get it into Freeman. Freeman has it. She's driving. Now it's Hobson, right corner. She's looking. Almost gets it to Harris. Harris going to drive baseline. She kicks it to Riley. Riley with 5 on the shot clock. She goes up, no good. Rebound there from Smith. Now it's going to be Pickett. Pickett to Stafford. Stafford has it. Now it's Pickett. They're going to slow things down. White with it. Top of the key. Smith, she's surveying the court. Now it's over to White. White comes off a Smith's screen. She's going to go downhill. Kicks it to the corner. Pickett, top of the key. She drives left. She goes up and gets it to fall. 10-point game in favor of the Griffins. 2:45 remaining here in this half. It's going to be Harris running the point. She brings it across half court at a slow pace. She's going to come off a Hobson screen. Thought about the 15-footer. Now she drives floater. Can't get it to go. Rebound there from White. White going to push the pace down the right sideline. She skips it to Stafford. Stafford left corner, 3 up, and she gets it to go. Nothing but the bottom of the net there. And it's a 13-point lead for Fontbonne. Harris to box, left wing, 3 up, and can't get it to go. Smith with the rebound. If you're the Beavers, you need a big stop right here. Here's Stafford. She swings it over to White. White has it. Now to Smith. Smith gets it over to White on the right wing. She drives past box, gets it to go. 15-point game. Here's Freeman running the point. 1:45 remaining here in this half. Freeman has it. She hands it off to Box. Box going to dribble to the top of the key. Fontbonne in a 2-3 zone. Now it's Harris, left wing. Down to Hobson on the block. She goes up. She can't get it to go home, and that's a rebound for Pickett. She's going to go with pace down the left sideline. She finds White. White to Smith. Smith has it. She's looking. Tipped out of her hands. She gets possession back. Now it's White. White going against Box. She spins. Now kicks it to the corner. That's Harbor. 3 up and no good. It's going to be grabbed by Riley. Riley gets it to Hobson. Hobson thought about the 3 on the left wing. Now she gets it over to Harris. Harris finds the cutting Hobson. Hobson goes up. She's going to be fouled. 2 shots there. Checking into the game for the Beavers, it's Davis and Morris. Morris seeing her first action of the day. Hobson's first free throw is up and good. That cuts the 15-point lead down to 14 with 1 minute remaining. Hobson averaging 9.6 points per game. Second free throw up, and she gets it to fall after hitting every part of the rim there. Here come the Griffins. It's going to be White running the point. She gets it across half court. We're under a minute here in the half. Venegas to Smith. Smith, top of the key. Over to Venegas. Venegas is going to shoot the 3. However, we're going to have a foul on the ground. It's going to be on Box. Box looks like she got tripped up with Stafford there, so Stafford's going to go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up, and she gets it to rattle home. 36-22, 47 seconds left in this first half. Second free throw up and good. She gets it to rattle home. And here comes Davis. Tipped and stolen away by Stafford. Stafford going the other way. Harris on her back. She's going to go up. She's going to be fouled. And Stafford's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Stafford's first free throw. She gets it to rattle home. Second free throw up and good. Stafford's going to take a seat. Harbor going to check into the game for the Griffins. And Davis running the point, 36 left in this half. She's going to get it across half court. Griffin's in a 2-3 zone. Pickett and Harbor at the top of it. 17 on the shot clock. Looks like the Beavers are going to hold for one last shot. Davis comes off a screen. She goes up. She's going to be fouled by Venegas, and Davis is going to the line to shoot two. 11 seconds left on the clock. Davis, a couple dribbles, first free throw up and good. She's had a hot start to the game so far. That's her 7th. Second free throw, and she gets it to rattle home. Now she's got 8. 11 seconds on the clock. Let's see what the Griffins have drawn up. They get to Harbor, now White. White's going to bring it across half court. She's guarded by Davis. She's going to try to get to her right hand. She does. Gets to the right block. She goes up with the layup with 3 seconds on the game clock. And the Griffins are going to go into the half with a 41-24 lead. We'll be back after the break. We're back here. More action in the Slyac. Beavers trail 24-41. And the Griffins are going to start with possession here in the second half. It's going to be Stafford with the ball. She had an impressive first half with 16 points. She's guarded by Harris. They get it over to White. White looking. She has it on the right wing down into Venegas. Venegas going to go to work on Francis. She goes up and she gets it to go home. 19-point lead now for the Griffins, and it's going to be Davis running the point. Line up right now for the Beavers. Davis, Francis, Duncan, Hobson, and Harris. Duncan left wing into the corner to Hobson. Three-pointer up, no good. Francis with the offensive rebound. She gets it to go, and we are back at a 17-point game. Here comes White. She's manning the point guard position. She averages 15.8 points a game, 9.2 rebounds, and 4.1 assists. It's going to be Stafford, top of the key. Thought about the three. Now she gets into the lane. Euro step up, and she can't get it to fall. Francis with the rebound. Now over to Davis on the right side. She's going to push the pace down the right sideline. Goes up for the floater. No good. Rebound there for White. White going the other way. Now it's going to be Venegas. Venegas, she tried to find Harbor there. Tipped out of bounds by Davis. Davis, the leading scorer for the Beavers in that first half. She had 8. 2 for 2 from beyond the arc and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Here's Venegas. She's going to inbound it in an awkward position down in the corner. She gets it into White. White going to work against Davis. She goes up with the right on the left side. She gets it to fall. And the Griffins push their lead back up to 19. Here comes Davis across the timeline. She's going to go to work against this Griffins 2-3 zone. She thought about the three from the top of the key. Now Francis in the middle. She gets to the Hobson. Hobson going to go to work. Now kicks it out to Duncan. Duncan left corner. 3, no good. And rebound there for White. White's going to go with pace down the middle of the court. She gets over to Harbor on the right side. Harbor thought about it, 15-foot. She swings it over to Pickett. Pickett now to Stafford. Stafford 3, no good. Rebound there for Harbor. Now White has it, 20 on the shot clock. Now Stafford. Stafford left side. She gets it down into, that is Venegas. Venegas to Stafford, left wing. She's going to go middle. Now finds Venegas. Venegas goes up from the left block. She gets it to go. 21-point lead and the biggest of the day for the Griffins. Here's Davis. Davis, top of the key. The Beavers are looking to set up some offense. It's Hobson on the left wing. Now Davis, top of the key. She's going to shoot the 3, and she doesn't get to go long there. And White with the rebound. She's on the left side. She's guarded by Davis. It's going to be Pickett. She has it, guarded by Duncan. Now that is Venegas. Venegas working. She finds a cutting Harbor. No, she doesn't. Off of Harbor's hands, out of bounds. Just let her a little bit too much there. Here comes Davis. They're going to go with pace now, the Beavers are. She's got it. She's looking, gets it to Francis down low, working against Venegas. She goes up from the right side, no good. Venegas with the rebound. Now she's going with pace. She gets it across the timeline. She's working. She tried to squeeze one into Pickett. Not a great pass there from Venegas, and Duncan ends up with the steal going the other way. She's going to go to work against Venegas. No, she's going to slow it down. Now Francis. Francis travels. She hopped before she was able to put the ball on the ground there. Now Riley checks in for Francis. Here's White. It's going to be Venegas. Top of the key. She's looking. Finds White. We're going to have a foul. That's going to be on Davis for running through the screen. It's going to be Fontbonne ball out of bounds, and it's going to be Venegas going to set to inbound it for the Griffin squad. That's Davis's third, so she's going to have a sub. It's going to be Adams checking in for her. Adams has 2 fouls. This Beaver team in foul trouble. They get it down to White. White working against Adams. She's in the paint. Now kicks it out. That's Harbor. Harbor over to Pickett. Pickett driving baseline. She's going to go up. She's going to be fouled by Duncan and go to the line to shoot 2. A sub for the Beavers. It's going to be Box, and Duncan's going to take a seat as she picks up her third of the game. It's going to be Pickett. She averages 7.7 points a game. First free throw up and off the front of the iron. 7:01 remaining here in this third quarter. Second free throw for Pickett, and she gets it to go. Here comes Harris. She's running the point guard for the Beaver team. She's going to walk it up. The Griffins in their 2-3 zone. Double screen at the top. That was Riley and Hobson. They swing it over to Adams. Adams now to Harris in the corner. Riley, top of the key. She finds Box. Box over to Adams. Adams to Harris. Harris, left wing three, up and misses long. Offensive rebound from Hobson. Hobson steps out of bounds when she grabs it. It's going to be Griffin ball. Here come the Griffins. It's going to be Stafford leading the charge. She brings it across half court and she swings over to White. White has it. Now it's Venegas. Venegas, top of the key. Looking for Stafford coming off a double screen. She has it right wing. Now she's going to get into the paint. Swings it to Venegas. Venegas from deep. She gets it to rattle home. And that's her third three of the game. Now Harris bringing it up. 25-point lead now for the Griffins. Adams, left wing. Now it's Riley in the corner. She's looking. Tries a crossover on White. It's stolen away. White got a hand in there. She takes it away over to Stafford. Stafford goes up for the layup. She's going to be fouled. She takes a hard spill, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. It's going to be Morris coming in for Riley. It's going to be Stafford at the line. She's shooting two. First one up, and she gets the fall. She's taken a couple hard falls early in the game, and now that one right there that sent her to the line. Second free throw up and good. Tough performance so far for Stafford. She's got 20. Here comes Harris. She's going to bring it up for the Beavers. She's going to work. Adams, left wing. She's looking. Now it's going to be Harris, top of the key. She tries to get to Morris. Morris in the corner. She takes a dribble, finds Harris cutting down the middle of the lane. She gets it up, no good, and Venegas with the rebound. Going the other way are the Griffins. It's Stafford, left wing. She's going to shoot the three, and she doesn't get it to go. Beaver rebound there for Morris. Morris going to push it. Now she slows it down. She throws it to Adams. Adams bringing it across half court. Guarded by Harbor. She's going to try to get down the baseline. We're going to have a foul. That's going to be on White, and Adams and the Beavers will inbound it down on the baseline. We're going to have a sub for the Griffins. It's going to be Smith checking in. White is going to take a seat. Beavers set to inbound. It's going to be Morris throwing it in for the Beavers. The Beavers in the box set. Morris gets into Harris. Harris driving down the baseline. Now it's Box, top of the key. She swings it over to Adams. Adams, left wing three. She's going to miss right. Rebound there from, looks like Pickett ends up with it. Now she gets it over to Stafford. Stafford down the left sideline. She swings it over, back over to Pickett. Pickett has it. Now Smith. Smith, top of the key. Stafford thought about the right wing three. She drives. Now Smith. Smith, 18-footer up, no good. Misses long. Rebound tipped around. It's Adams. She falls with it. She's going to bring it across half court. She inside out there on Harbor. Doesn't go anywhere. And now over to Harris. Now Box, right wing. She's going to take the right wing. Deep three up and no good. Misses short. Rebound by Pickett. Now into Venegas' hands. She's going to bring it across half court, guarded by Hobson. Now Pickett. Pickett. She swings it to Smith. Smith looking to pass from that position. Now over to Venegas. Venegas right wing, three up and good. She gets it to go. Venegas has 4 threes today. Here's Adams running the point. It's a 30-point lead for Fontbonne. Tipped around and Smith comes away with the steal, but we're going to have a tie-up. It's going to remain Beaver ball. It's going to be Beaver ball. That's Morris. She throws it into Hobson. Hobson has it. She swings over to Morris in the corner. Morris going to take a couple of dribbles. She gets into the lane. Now Adams, right side. She swings it to Morris in the corner. Morris thought about the three. Now she drives baseline, tries to find Box inside. She does. Box goes up. No good, but Venegas with the rebound. Fontbonne going the other way. They get it up to Stafford. Stafford left wing, thought about the three. Now she's going to take it. She misses short. Rebound there for Morris. Beavers looking to push. She gets it up to Hobson. Hobson, she has a one-on-one with Venegas if she wants it. She's going to take it. John on the left side. No good. Rebound Smith. Now Venegas with it. She's going to look to go. Now she gets it to Stafford. Stafford left side. She's going to drive on Adams. She gets into the lane and goes up with the right hand on the left side. She gets it to go. 58-26. 3:30 remaining in this third quarter. The Beavers calling out a set play. They get it to Hobson. Hobson, top of the key. She's looking, finds Morris. Now Morris to Harris on the baseline. She drives, tries to find Hobson cutting, tipped away and stolen by Stafford. Stafford going the other way. She gets it up to Pickett. Pickett left wing three. She gets it to go. And this Fontbonne team is hitting on all cylinders right now. Harris is going to walk it across half court, trailing by 35. This is the biggest lead of the day for the Griffins. It's Adams. Adams finds Box, top of the key. Now Adams, left wing. She thought about the three. Jab. She goes down the lane. Step back, 15-footer, gets it to go. And the Beavers get in the scoring column here in the third quarter. Here's Venegas. She gets it over to Pickett. Pickett has it at the volleyball line. She's looking, finds Smith, top of the key. Surveying the court. Now Pickett, left wing. She dribble hands off to Venegas. Venegas, left wing three. She gets it to go, and that's 5 3-pointers for her. 3 in the third quarter. Here's Harris. Harris. And the Beavers are going to call a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after the break. We're back here, third quarter, 2:13 remaining. And this Fontbonne team is on a tear here in the third quarter. They've outscored the Beavers 23-4 early on in this quarter. Here's Box, top of the key. Now it's Riley at the lane. She tries to find Francis down inside. She gets it to go, and it's 64-30 now. Here comes White. She's going to run the point for the Griffins. She gets it over to Pickett. Pickett on the left side. Now Smith. Smith looking. Now it's Pickett. Pickett has it. Dribble hand off to White. White's going to come off the Smith screen. She's got it top of the key. Now Harbor. Harbor on the right wing. She drives down the right side. She's going to go up with the layup. She can't get the fall. Riley with the rebound. And here come the Beavers. She gets it across half court. They're going to get a set play called. Here's Adams. Adams finds Box. Left wing. Three-pointer up. She's going to bank it home. And now, after the 23-4 start, the Beavers now losing in this quarter, 23-9, but they're getting something cooking. Here's White. She's going to work against Adams. Wing three from Harbor, no good. Rebound, White. White's going to dribble to the corner. Now it's Harbor, right wing. She swings it over to Pickett. Pickett thought about the three on the left wing. She doesn't take it. Now drives. She finds Stafford, top of the key. She thought about it. Now she's going to drive right. She's going to get stolen away by Freeman. Freeman going to go the other way. 50 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Tries to get it to Adams. Adams has it, going the other way. She finds Riley. Riley to Francis. Francis can't get it to go home. She gets her own rebound. She goes up, no good. We're going to have a foul on White. And the Beavers and Francis going to go to the line to shoot two. We're going to have a sub for the Griffins. It's going to be Burke, her first action of the day. Stafford's going to take a seat. Francis misses her first. Takes her one dribble, goes up, second one, she gets it to go home. We're going to have a timeout from the Griffins. We'll be back after the break. We're back here, more third quarter action. 38 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. It's going to be Griffin ball. Here's White. She finally touches it as we near the timeline there. She's going to come off a Smith screen, goes down to the right. She finds, we're going to have a travel on White. She tried to kick it to Smith, just traveled right before, moved her pivot foot there. 32 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. Here comes Adams. She's going to run the point for the Beavers. They're going to wait and take one final shot. She drives left against Harbor. Now Box, top of the key. Freeman, right wing. She thought about it. She's got it top of the key. Now over to Adams. Adams finds Riley. Riley, corner three from the left side. She gets it up, and she gets it to go. 8 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. They get up to Harbor. She's going to drive down the right side. She gets it to go with 3 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And the Beavers are going to go to the fourth quarter trailing 66-37. We'll be back after the break. We're back here, more SLIAC action. We're headed into the fourth quarter. Griffins lead 66-37. Leading scorers for the Griffins has been Venegas with 19, Stafford with 20, and White with 13. Right now, Harbor has the ball. She's guarded by Freeman. She drives on the left side, kicks it to the corner. That's White. White thought about the three from the corner. She's not going to take it. She gets it to a cutting Pickett. Pickett goes up. She's going to be fouled first. 9:44 remaining in this fourth quarter. They're going to get that foul on Francis. In the game right now for the Griffins, it's Harbor, Smith, Burke, Pickett, and White. Pickett gets her first to go. For the Beavers, it's Box, Adams, Francis, Freeman, and Riley. Second free throw for Pickett up, and she gets it to go. Here comes Adams. She's going to push the ball across half court. Beavers outscored by 12 there in that third quarter. Shot from box up. Francis gets the rebound. No good. She looking. She finds Adams, top of the key. Now Riley. Riley in the right corner. 3 up. No good off the front of the rim. Box with the offensive rebound. She's looking, and she's going to get charged with the offensive foul, and it's going to be Griffin ball. Here's Pickett. She's running the point right now for the Griffins. She swings it over to White. White has it, and she finds Smith. Smith swings it back over to White. Now White's gonna drive left, finds Smith. 15-footer up. She misses short. Rebound tipped around. We're gonna have an over the back on White. It's gonna be Beaver ball. It's going to be Davis, Hobson, and Duncan checking into the game for the Beavers. For the Griffins, it's going to be Stafford, Venegas, and Davis. Davis is a new face for the Griffins. This is her first action of the day. Here's Adams running the point guard for this Beaver squad. She thought about the top of the key 3. Then she takes it, misses left. Rebound Venegas. She's going to go the other way. Skips it over to Stafford. Stafford on the left side. She's going to go to work against Davis. Now it's White. White has it, guarded by Adams. Now over to Davis. Davis guarded by Riley. She's looking. Finds Venegas. Venegas at the free throw line. Tipped away by Davis. Davis going the other way after the steal. She's going to go up with the left hand on the left side. She gets it to go. And we have a 68-39 ball game with 8:30 remaining in this fourth quarter. Here comes White and the Griffins. Fontbonne came in at 6-7, 2-1 in the SLIAC. The Beavers came in at 3-10, 1-2 in the SLIAC. And that's Stafford with the 3 from the top of the key. She airballs. Beaver ball. Here's Duncan, now back over to Adams. Adams gonna run the point for the Beavers. She swings it over to Davis. Davis on the right side. Skip pass over to Duncan on the left wing. Duncan thought about it. Now it's Adams top the key. They get it to Hobson at the free throw line. Hobson swings it over to Riley in the corner. Now Davis, right wing. She's going to shoot the 3 up and no good off the rim there. Rebound from Burke. Now it's going to be White. White's got it on the left side. Now it's going to be Venegas. Venegas going to go to work for the Griffins. Over to Davis. Davis top of the key. She throws a pass down into the middle. Tipped away from Duncan. Now it's Adams going with pace. She crosses over. 15-foot floater, no good. She gets her own rebound. She's going to throw it out to Davis. Davis thought about the 3. Now it's going to be Hobson. Hobson gets it to Duncan. Duncan back to Hobson in the middle. She finds Riley. No, off of the Griffins' hand. That was Burke who got a hand on it. It's going to be Beaver ball underneath with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Duncan going to inbound it for the Beavers. They get it into Adams. Adams to Riley. Riley, 15-footer up, no good. Rebound there from Venegas. Venegas going down the left sideline. She's going to slow things down, gets it to White. Now White's going to run the point guard. She swings it over to Stafford. Stafford now to Venegas. Venegas top of the key. She's looking. Now Stafford, right wing. She thought about it. Comes off a screen. She gets into the lane. Now she kicks it out to Burke. Burke, left wing 3. She misses long. Rebound there for White and the Griffins. She's going to slow things down. She gets it over Venegas. Venegas drives. She goes up. Tipped away by Hobson. Hobson with the steal. And here come the Beavers going the other way. Now Adams. Adams to Riley. Riley back to Adams. Top of the key. She's at the volleyball line. Not in the scoring position there. Now she's going to drive right. She dribble hands off to Davis. Davis has it. She skips it to Duncan. Duncan left wing 3 up. And she gets it to go. Here's White. Now she's running the point guard for the Griffins squad. She brings it across half court. She's guarded by Adams. She's looking, finds Venegas. Venegas passes it back over to White. White 3 from the right wing. She gets it to go home. After 3 quarters, the Griffins shoot 37% from 3, 10 of 27. 71-42 right now in favor of the Griffins. It's Davis. She flips it over to Duncan. Duncan was out of bounds. Fontbonne ball going the other way, and Morris is going to check in. Riley going to take a seat for the Beavers. Fontbonne gets it into Stafford. Stafford's going to run the point. She's got it on the right side. Back over to White. White has it. She swings it to Venegas. Venegas has it top of the key. She's looking. She gets it over to White. White on the left wing. Going to come off of Venegas' screen. Top of the key. Swings it over to Davis. Davis, right wing. White had it in the middle. Now she swings it over to Burke. Burke, three, left wing, no good. Morris with the rebound. Now to Duncan. Duncan going to give it to Adams. Adams going to run the point. She's coming across half court. She's top of the key, behind the back. Now Morris. Morris, left wing, three, up, and no good. She can't get it to go home. Now Venegas with it. Up to Stafford. Stafford, left wing. Now White, left corner. Throws it to Stafford, top of the key. She thought about the three. Now she tries to drive right. Gets it to Davis. Davis thought about the three. Good pump fake there for Davis. She's going to be fouled by Davis. And it's going to be Fontbonne ball. Checking into the game for the Beavers, it's going to be Freeman, Francis, and Box. Taking a seat, Hobson, Davis, and Duncan. Davis is going to stay. Adams is going to come out. 5 minutes remaining in the game. Beavers trail 71-42. They get it in. That's going to be Burke. She misses the layup. She gets her own rebound. She finds, that's Venegas. Venegas going to work against Francis. Francis. Now Venegas kicks it to the corner. That's White. Corner three up. Good. She gets it to go. That's her second three of the quarter. She has 19. Here comes Davis. She swings it over to Box. Box left wing. She gets to Francis on the block. She's looking tipped out of her hand. We're going to stay Beaver ball with 4:36 remaining in this game. We're going to have subs for the Griffins. It's going to be Harbor checking in, Pickett checking in, and Smith checking in. Taking a seat for the Griffins is going to be White, Stafford, and Venegas. Morris gets into Francis, back to Morris. Morris with the layup, she gets it to go. 30-point game, 74-44, 4:30 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And here comes Harbor. She gets it over to Pickett. Pickett guarded by Davis. Now Smith, top of the key. Pickett comes off a screen. Now it's Harbor. Harbor over to Davis, right wing, three up. She gets it to go. Everybody for the Griffins is hitting tonight. Here comes Davis. Now it's Freeman. Freeman, right wing, three. No good off the front of the iron. Davis with the rebound for the Griffins. Now it's Harbor going to run the point. She gets it over to Pickett. Smith, top of the key. She finds Pickett driving to the block. Now it's going to be, that's Burke. Burke guarded by Box. Tipped out of her hand. Francis with the steal. Now Davis on the right side. She's going to go with pace down the right side. She finds Box. Box, wing, three from the right. No good. Misses long. Rebound there from Burke. Burke now into Pickett's hands. Pickett down the left side. She gets past Davis. Francis tips it away. Freeman with the steal for the Beavers. Across half court comes Freeman. She's looking. Guarded by Harbor. Now over to Davis. Thrown out of bounds there from Freeman. It's going to be Fontbonne ball. Here comes Harbor running the point guard for the Griffins. She tries to throw it over to Pickett. She does. Davis gambled there. Doesn't pay off for her. Now Smith has it. Smith looking. She drives right on Francis. Out of bounds off Francis. And it's going to remain Griffins ball with 14 on the shot clock. Harbor inbounding. She gets it into Burke. Burke to Smith. Smith at the free throw line. Drives left. Kicks it to the wing. That's Pickett. Three up. She misses short. Rebound there from Francis. She gets it to Davis. Davis now going to run the point. She's got it on the right side. She swings it over to Freeman. Freeman right wing. She's dribbling around at the top. Now Davis, top of the key. Over to Box, left wing, down into Francis on the block. Francis going to go to work. She dribbles middle, right hook, up, no good. Offensive rebound, no. Tipped out of bounds by Burke. Morris almost had the offensive rebound. Burke tips it out of her hands. Stayed in Beaver ball with 2:28 remaining in the game. They get into Francis. Francis on the block. She goes up, blocked by Smith. Rebound there from Harbor. And it's going to remain Fontbonne ball after it's tipped out of bounds from Davis. Harbor gets it into Pickett. Pickett driving down the lane. She is looking. She swings it to Smith. Smith from about 15. Now she's going to back in against Francis. Tipped out of her hand. Now Harbor. Harbor comes off a Smith screen. She drives into the paint. She gets it up. Foul by Francis. And Harbor's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Harbor at the line. She's going to have 2. First one up, and she gets it to fall home. Second one up and good. 79-44, 2 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter. Davis has it. She's guarded by Pickett. Right wing over to box, right corner, 3, good. And Box gets her second one to fall. She's got 6. Here comes Harbor. She's working against Freeman. They get to Smith. Harbor coming downhill after getting the Smith dribble handoff. Now it's Davis. Davis over to Pickett. Pickett going to drive left. She's working against Francis. She goes up and gets it to fall. And the Griffins have surpassed the 80-point mark for this game. Davis to a basket. She's going to be fouled. It looks like Smith got her on the hand. Davis going to the line to shoot 2. 1:30 remaining in this game. First free throw for Davis. She can't get it to go. Davis going to the line to shoot her second. Up and can't get it to go, in and out. Rebound for Davis and the Griffins. Here comes Pickett. She's going to go to work against Davis. Now over to Harbor. Harbor on the right side. Now Smith, top of the key. She's going to work. She finds Davis on the block. No, tipped away from Morris. Davis gets control though. Now she's looking, tries to find Pickett down low. Tipped away by Davis, stolen away by Francis. Here come the Beavers. Davis running the point. She gets at the box. Box right wing, 3 up. Good. That's her 3rd 3 of the game, and she's got 9. 1 minute remaining here in this fourth quarter. It's Pickett with the ball. Let's see what the Griffins do here. They're up 31. They get it down to Pickett. Pickett goes up. She gets it to fall home. Here comes Davis. Davis brings it across half court. They're going to get box. Box, heat check from the wing. She gets it to go. That's 4 in a row. She's got 12 now. And it's Pickett. Pickett to Smith. Smith looking. She's going to dribble a little bit of the clock out. 28 seconds remaining in this game. They swing it up to Davis. Davis, top of the key. 3 up, no good. Francis with the rebound. They get it to Freeman. Freeman, right side. Box has it right wing. Now it's Davis. Davis, top of the key, 12. She shoots. She gets it to go. 83-56. 10 seconds remaining, and Fontbonne's going to dribble it out. The Beavers are going to fall to 3-11, 1-3 in SLAC play, and the Griffins are going to be 7-7 and 3-1 in SLAC play. We'll be back with the men's game on the men's channel.